So I have these over here as well. These are my Twisbies. So I have them pretty much organized by the type of fountain pen. Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. So today, as requested, I literally just got home from work, so the lighting is kind of off. I do have like a light on my phone, but I don't really know how good it's going to be. So I am going to like show you all pretty much like my room. I kind of like basically like finished it. And I did tell you all that I would give you like a complete room tour when I was like completely done with it. I think I'm completely done with it. However, we are still like getting clothes kind of. But I think I have all of my clothes now because some of my things were like mixed in with my mom's. It was like a disaster. So I've gotten like so much more clothing. And then I've given away more clothing to like the Goodwill because, to be honest, it's just really like over consumerism with all the things that I had. But anyway, let's get into the video. So I'm gonna like turn you all around so I can like literally start. If you hear some noise like it's raining, it's not. It's like my rain noise box thing. I'm gonna turn you around and then I'm gonna start with my desk. Okay, so this is my desk. This is like an electronic desk, excuse that. So I ended up getting a smaller one because this room, even though this room is a lot bigger than my last room, I ended up adding bookshelves to my room, so therefore I had to minimize my desk. So this desk is actually like a 48-inch desk. However, now that I think about it, I really should have gotten the 55-inch one, which it would have been like a tad bit too longer. But I did get this from Amazon. This will be linked in my Amazon storefront. So if you want to check that out, you can. I actually got this on sale during Black Friday, which was amazing. So I think the price was only like $179, but the original price I think was like $250 maybe. I'm not really sure, but it is an electronic desk. I put this desk together myself, so that's why it's sitting really low, because I had it like really low. So I absolutely love it now. However, the one that I had before, you can definitely tell, I think the other one was a little bit more quality because it's probably bigger and heavier, so therefore it was like more sturdy than this one. But I ended up taking some things off this desk because I felt like it was weighing it down, and I noticed that the desk was kind of like unleveled a little bit. So I ended up moving some things off from the previous video that I showed y'all. So basically what's on my desk is I have a diffuser, which I use here, and then I have like my alphabet stamps, which that is for decor, and then I have my pen rest, which was the only one that actually came back. No, the other one came back. This one came back as well. So that one came back. So the other one did not come back. We have not found it. And I am going to get reimbursed for that because I got that from Galleon Leather and that was not cheap. So then I have these earplugs. These are earplugs that I use for church because I have tinnitus and I can't take all the loud music at church. So then these are my fountain pen storage. So I have two of them. Those are actually makeup storage organizers, and I ordered the like pen slots from Pen Industries, and I can link that below in the description box. Hopefully they still sell them, and they do sell, like, I think you get about 10 sheets, and you really just cut them to size. They're very, very easy to cut. So I have all my pens in here. Some of them I've taken out because I need to clean. So I have these over here as well. These are my Twisbies. So I have them pretty much organized by the type of fountain pen. And then I have the rest in here. So this is like my miscellaneous or things that like I need to do during the week. I just throw in here. And this reminds me like I need to clean my fountain pens and put them back up to dry. So as far as like this on the desk, so this is actually a glass dip pen that I ordered from Amazon. I don't remember like how much this was. I think it may have been like $20 or something. And I just pretty much use that when I do like ink swatches. And then I have scissors. This is like a power bank. And then I have my brick, which actually is amazing because when I need to spend some time just not on social media or doom scrolling or anything like that, I really, really love this because I can basically brick my phone to where I don't have access to any social media or anything like that. I can basically brick out the time that I have that I'm not on certain apps, which is really amazing. And you would think that we should have self-control over like our doom scrolling and being on social media or anything we're doing in excess. You would think we have more self-control than we do, but in reality we really don't sometimes, and that's okay. Or not. So I have my like I have these. What are these called? I don't even know what these called. These are like page holders. So this is from Page Anchor. And I actually am an affiliate for them. So I have a code that's linked below. And they sell these. And they run all types of sales. And they have all different kinds. They have all different colorways as well on their website. And then my best friend bought me this from Esterbrook. Yes, I think Esterbrook like 2 Christmases ago. So I love that. So that stays up there. And then I have more scissors. And then I have like a bookmark. And then I have like these flowers right here because I don't know. I just have them up here just in case I need something decorative for like a spontaneous picture. And then I have this Galling leather like washi tape cutter, which I absolutely love. I got like the half size one because the other one was just too big. And then I have like this cup that my coworker gave me for like Boo Buddy in October of last year. And then my best friend bought me this for Christmas, and I just set the cup in there. So whenever I have coffee, I can just use this cup. And then behind that, I have my junk tin box from Theoretical Design. And it's nothing in here. Let's see. So it's just washi tape card cutters. So this cuts washi tape, probably like a jagged edge. And then here's another one. And then this is pretty much like a keychain. So I keep those in here. And if y'all are not familiar with Theoretical Design, I will link her shop below. She's like a stationary sticker shop. When I say amazing emo grunge stickers, amazing emo grunge stickers. So then I have this Esterbrook toolbox that I won in a giveaway last year. And I hid my son's $50 because he likes to spend money too much. And then this is just a Ferris wheel press like fountain pen sleeve. And then I have my handy dandy date stamp. And then these are just like the ends to my, what is that thing? Apple pencil. And then these are just like the embossing label tape for my Dymo label maker. And yeah, and that's pretty much all that's in there. So I keep that up there. Okay, so then we get to the top. Pretty much this is just like miscellaneous things. So I have refill ink, and I have like pens like brush markers and just different types of pens like jelly roll pens. And then I have all my glue, basically adhesives here. And then those right there go to my Kindle for me to hold, like Kindle holders. And then here are just like paper clips and things for me to hold papers down. I have some like paper or page clips. I'll show y'all. like page clips like these. I've not really used these because these are actually quite heavy. And I don't know, I think these would literally bend or rip my page. And then at the top, I just have like these scissors, and then this is like a razor. And then I have just my ink muddler, I have my finger protector, and I have tweezers and a bookmark. And then here, this is just my Esterbrook pen case. There's nothing in there. And then this is my galleon leather dupe writing box. So it's nothing in here but like stationery and papers and things that I actually want to keep, because I gave away a lot of my stationery things to the Goodwill. So then I have my other fountain pen rest, and then I have this like this globe, which is really cute. I got this from St. Augustine. From where did I get this from? I think from the Pirate Museum. No, from the Wax Museum. I got this from the Wax Museum. They sell tons of like vintage pencil sharpeners, and I absolutely had to get that. And then this is my instant printer, my Canon QX20, and then my Canon CP1500, which prints 4x6 photos, which I absolutely love. And if you want to see how these print, I can link those videos also below in the description. And then I have another vintage pencil sharpener. This one's like a cash register. And then I've had this one for so long. It's the Eiffel Tower. It's starting to like turn green, and I was trying to like clean it, but I'm gonna like maybe put some Coke on it. And then I have like this hand, I forgot what the proper name for that is called. It literally just slipped my mind. I got that from Earthbound and Company. But the only thing I hate is that the fingers, I think the like it needs to be like tightened or something, because like they see how they just fall. They just literally just like fall. Okay, so then I usually keep my planners and journals here, which is why I have this like book rest right there, because usually on the weekends when I am home, I take all my planners out and sit them up here. And then of course I have my two Stanleys. One is dirty. I just got that one from work. And then that one is clean. That's the one I've been drinking out of. I just sit them there. My setup for like when I do my videos, I have this canvas lamp, and it comes with a base, which the base is actually down there. I left it in the box because it also comes with the like table attachment. And as y'all can see, I literally have it attached to the base of the window. So now I'm going to show y'all my window. I have to back up some though so y'all can actually see it. So this is my window. I literally just put this up yesterday, and I was looking for like a bookish theme curtain, and the one that I found was like $60, and I was like, absolutely not. I will not be buying $60 curtains. What I ended up doing was I ordered curtain rods that pretty much I could put up that were like adhesive, because y'all, I've put like multiple holes in the wall trying to be Bob the Builder, and I was like, this is not working. I'm gonna see if they have like some adhesive curtain rods, and they actually did. And this one had really good reviews, so I ended up putting that one up yesterday. It literally is like really, really tacky, so I know it's not coming down. And then in order to get the type of curtain that I wanted without paying a whole bunch of money, I ordered a shower curtain. So I ordered a shower curtain, and then my mom put stitch witchery. If you are into sewing, you know what stitch witchery is. She basically put stitch witchery on the edges, and then she ironed it so that I wouldn't have to cut the curtain because right now her sewing machine is out of commission and she couldn't serge the bottom. So she was like, the best thing to do is I could just use Stitch Witchery and just iron it. And yeah, so that's what I did. So this is actually a shower curtain. Now, during the day, it is sheer. It's not as solid as it looks right now because it's nighttime. It's like 7 o'clock, 7 something. But I actually love it because I don't know, I just love the books. But now that I do have it, I wish I would have ordered it maybe in like, I don't know, gray and black to like kind of fit the, I don't know, to kind of fit like the vibe of my room because my room is white, gray, and black. So that's my desk. So then you come to like my closet. I ended up ordering these like beaded curtains because I hate doors. Like I just do. I've always loved beaded curtains. However, I did want like really just all curtain beads like going down. I'm not sure if y'all ever had like grandparents who have divided their doorways with like beads or anything, but these were the ones that I had the last time in my room. They're pretty inexpensive. They were only like $13 and I absolutely love them. I didn't want a door because I had these in my room the last time. So I usually just open up the curtain and then I don't know. I just like it. It's just like really, really simple. And I don't know. It's really my vibe. And I'm thinking about ordering one more so it kind of like pulls in the depth of the curtain and it's not so spacey, which I don't really mind people being able to like see through see through it. But I'm thinking about ordering one more just to give it some depth. And then that's pretty much it. That's pretty much like my closet. I don't care if y'all like seeing the inside. And yeah, so these are all my clothes. I ended up using like space savers because I had so many clothes and my closet is like really small. So if y'all see that, I have like these space savers, which I mean really helped a bunch. And then I ended up ordering these hangers, which have um like if you see that. So one hanger can literally hang like maybe 6 skirts, 6 pair of pants and things like that. So that's what I got there. And then now we're gonna move on to the shelf. So up there is just like my personal items that I have, like medication, um antibiotic things I never finished taking. And then I have like toiletry, and then I have like hair products, hygiene products. And then I ended up moving my washi tape up here. So I ended up doing like a switcheroo. So I ended up moving all my washi tape here and then there along with the mild liners because it was making my desk like really heavy. And then when I was filming videos, the desk was shaking and I could hear the washi tape just rolling back and forth. And then I have like my jewelry like in this. I bought that from Target and I just ended up putting that in there. And then I stuck that little fake plant there. And then all of my broke glasses are in there. And then I have all my faith-based books here, which them people still owe me for my Tony Evans commentary and my 365-day Bible recap. And then my Psalms, I have like an inductive Psalms. I think it's like a Bible, but it's just only the book of Psalms, but it's like an inductive version where you're able to take like massive notes. And that was completely destroyed. I don't know how they destroyed that, but it was completely destroyed. So I'm really lucky they did not destroy these because these are pretty much they kind of like go in depth of Genesis, Deuteronomy, and Exodus by Dennis Prager. And I use these for doing Bible study. So all my devotionals and things are up here. Like these are New Testament, Old Testament, like worksheets to kind of help me remember like what I'm studying. Then I have an illustrated Bible dictionary. And then I have Bible trivia cards. And then I have like the little dictionary. And then I have like a devotional from my mom. She gave me that. And then I have my handy dandy printer, which I absolutely love. This is a portrait silhouette. I got this from Monica from Tailor Made Creative Planning. So girl, if you see this video, thank you for sending me this, because I really do want to be able to learn how, not really to like make my own stickers, but I really want to learn how to just like make my own stickers for like my reading journal, if that makes sense. So I have my iPad up there, and I usually stick my laptop up here as well off my desk. So then we go down to that shelf. Those are all my stickers. And then I have this Fiskars paper trimmer that I have to sit up there because I can't put it anywhere else because it's too long. And then I have my cup when I graduated from high school, which is 2004. And I think everyone's names, yeah, are on the back. And then I have like those sticker albums, and I have my chunky notebook by Philo Planner there in the corner, and I'm gonna sit that back there. So then down here we have like my calligraphy set, and then basically these are just notebooks and things that I pretty much will use, won't use. Like I have like some old-term notebooks and things like that that I'm currently not using right now. So I just put all of them there. All of the rest of my planners and notebooks, if they weren't used, I gave them to the Goodwill. If they were used, I threw them in the trash. So, and then I have my little jumbo pencil pouch from Theoretical Design. And then I have my homemade bug solution to keep out the ladybugs, because we've been getting tons of ladybugs. So I use alcohol, water, lavender, and clove, and I mix it together and spray around the windows to keep the ladybugs from coming in or attempting to come in, or however you want to have it. So then the last shelf is basically like all my crafting things. So I have like printer paper, I have double-sided adhesive, scissors, staples. I have my annotation bin, which is just like sticky notes, page flags. And then that third one with the green rag is my fountain pen ink supplies, fountain pen ink flush. So I have it like this. And then this is just paper for my Moterm binders and my embossing label maker. And then I have some ink remover that removes like stamping ink. And I got all of those bins from Target. If y'all have been on my channel for a while, you already know that I have massive tons of like ink. However, as you can see, I don't even have the samples anymore because I gave those away. And I'm just so tired of the ink. I literally boxed them all up and gave them to the Goodwill. So I just didn't even have the energy or motivation to sell them or destash them on my social medias, because by the time I would have destashed them, I would have spent more money trying to destash them with buying supplies to make sure, like when I ship them, like I have bubble wrap and boxes. I just was not trying to do all that. So I basically have downsized my entire collection. And y'all know I love fountain pen ink, but when I tell you, it was no way I was going to use all that stuff like in this lifetime. I don't even know why in the world I was buying inks like that. So the only inks that I'm keeping at this point are the Ferris Wheel Press inks, because I am an affiliate for them. So my code is JAEliza, and you get 15% off anything on their website. And then these are Ferris Wheel Press. These are like the mini bottles. And then I kept the Private Reserve inks that I like, which is the Blue Suede and the Avocado. And then this is by Dominant Industries. So this, obviously, it's a green ink. And then I kept all the green inks by Andarillium. So this is Spirula green, Luna Moth green, Kingfisher green. This is Bobtail Squid green. And then I think this is, yes, Vizcaya green. And I don't know if my code for them still work, because I don't really think people purchase a lot of Andarillium's inks, which their inks are amazing. But if you do want to go on their website and see if my code works, I think it's Eliza 10. And then so here, y'all know I love Sailor inks, and I couldn't believe I literally gave away literally almost my entire collection except 3 inks. I don't know what I was thinking. And then when I boxed everything up, I was like, oh no, I think I want my Sailor inks back. But I had already boxed them, taped them up, so I just left them in the box. So I have the limited edition Sailor Manyo Yuri, which is such a beautiful like sage color. And then I have Suki Gokoro, and which is like a beautiful green color. And then, oh my goodness, which one is this? I think it's a Yukiwa. Okay, but anyway, so then I have my favorite orange, which is Pilot Era Shizuku Yuyake. And then I have my favorite Colorverse ink, which is Haho Mask. And then I have my first inks from Diamine, which are Sepia, Earl Grey, Ancient Copper, I think Green, Black, and Twilight. And then I have to like dust these. I don't know, get so dusty super quick. So then I have my favorite Robert Oster inks. So I have Coffee Monster and Day to Night by, that was literally like a collab with Helen and Robert Oster. And then I have Fire and Ice, which is such a beautiful color, Honeybee, Australis Rose, and Violet Cloud. So I could never give away my Robert Oster inks. So those are the only inks that I actually kept out of like the 60 bottle of inks that I actually had. And then so here at the door I have like this, I don't know, what is this called? I don't know if it's a tapestry or I don't know, but I got this from Earthbound and Company 2 years ago. I literally had nowhere to put it the last time I had it, so it was still rolled up. But I decided to put it on the back of my door because I've always been obsessed with the human body. Okay, so now this is like my, I don't know what to call it, but this is like my shelf. I just sit by the door. I was going to give this away, but I decided to keep it. So what's going on here is pretty much like all my camera things. And then all the books that I'm going to put in the free little library are going to go like on this shelf. So as you can see, I already have some of those there. And then, so pretty much that's what this shelf will actually be used for. Once this shelf is completely full of books, then I would unhaul the books and do like a video for a giveaway to the free little library. So now I'm trying to hurry up, y'all, because I think my light is trying to like go out and I may have to like charge it or whatever. So y'all saw me just move this. So this is my TV, and I know some people wanted an update of my TV. So I finally got my TV, and I didn't realize my TV was this big because I haven't saw it in a year. So I think it's like a 50 or 55 inch, and it's bigger than I thought it was. I was like, oh my gosh, the TV is like really, really big. And I thought about swapping TVs with my son, but I have like bad eyes. So I was like, oh no, there's no way I'm swapping TVs with my son because his TV is smaller than mine. His eyes are better. So this is my TV, and what's on my TV is my books that I want to possibly read for 2026. And those books are literally like mandatory. And then I have my DVDs, and then I literally just ordered that. That is a little compact DVD player. I did get rid of Netflix and Hulu, And that has literally eliminated $50 from my bills every month. So yeah, I'm going back to like watching DVDs and looking at free TV on the smart TV. So now what I did was to hide, like if y'all see these brackets are so annoying. You can literally see the brackets. Like, oh my gosh, it was so annoying. So what I did was, I am my grandmother's granddaughter. I literally took these like flowers, and then I just strung them around in a circle so that you can like really not see that the brackets are like hanging down from the TV, which is annoying. So this is pretty much how it looks, and I can show y'all the back. And this is how it looks in the back. So if y'all see that, so that's how I actually decorated the back. Man, that thing does not last long at all. Okay, so now these are my books. So this is literally like my bookshelf. This is called a calyx. I got this from IKEA. I think it was like $2.49, which wasn't really bad because it was cheaper than the Billy bookshelf, like put together, because I was gonna get like 3 or 4 of them. And then when I saw the total price of the Billy bookshelves together, I was like, oh Jesus, no. So this was actually cheaper, and it does hold more books than a Billy bookshelf. It holds about 450 to 500 paperbacks and hardcovers. So as you can see, I have literally like a mixture of them. So then at the top, I have all my African American fantasy reads, whether it's fantasy, magical realism, yeah, like fantasy, magical realism. And then I have like my romance books, like all down here. And then I have dark romance, and then I have horror. And then I have some historical fiction, thriller, mysteries, and pretty much like from here all the way over are literally like mysteries, suspense, thrillers. And then when you come over here, this is also a calyx, but this is like a little baby one. These are pretty much like all the books that I have that are spray edged, which I absolutely love them all together like this. And then Shield of Sparrow is literally like my favorite book of 2025 as far as fantasy, besides Rebecca Yaros's Empyrean series. Those two are my favorite fantasy reads. But that one, Children of Blood and Bone, the Orisha series, oh my gosh, absolutely love it. So if you're into like African fantasy, magical realism, absolutely yes. By Yemi Adeyemi. But these are pretty much like all the spray edge books that I have accumulated. So far, I've only read Shield of Sparrow and then the Empyrean series. So hopefully she's coming out with the 4th book soon. And then I have pretty much like all fantasy. And then there are books that like are literally back there. So, and then let's see. And then I have all my Kindles here. So these two are Kindles. I have the Kindle Paperwhite, Kindle Basic, and then my Kindle Color Soft is in my bag. And then this is my Books Palma. This is not the Pro one with the color. This is like the regular one. And then, yeah, so these are all like my fantasy, magical realism books that I actually owned. So I'm like literally proud of it. And if you're wondering where I got these genre signs from, I got the genre signs from the Modern Home Decor, which I can link their Etsy shop below. When I say amazing job, amazing job. What I ended up having to do is I ended up having to spray paint the genre signs white because I ordered them in black, but it looked, I don't know, it didn't pop at all. You couldn't see them at all. So I painted them black. I painted them white, as you can see, so that they pop a little bit more. But I think that I am going to actually reorder all of these because I think I only paid about $50 for all of them, which is not bad at all. So I paid $50 for all of them, but I think I'm going to just reorder them because in a way I kind of feel like the color, I'm starting to see the black color through the white again. So then I have like my little Keurig. I didn't know where to put it because I totally forgot I had one of these. So I ended up ordering this. So this is pretty much like where I keep like all my clothes. I'm a minimalist, y'all. When I tell you I don't like a lot of clothes, I don't like a lot of like stuff. Like I literally like to have just enough clothes, just to have enough clothes and really not overconsume. So I gave away like probably $100 worth of clothes because I'm like, I'm not even wearing this stuff. So all these drawers contain like undergarments, underclothes, socks, underwear, and things like that because I don't need a whole dresser. And this was only like $30 from Amazon. I like this because it has like an actual like countertop. So up here is my rain noise box. I have my speaker that I was like, oh darn, I forgot I had this too. So I'm not gonna give that away either. And then I have the remote to the TV, and then I have my Keurig, and then I have like my cup sitting here. And then if y'all can see, I have like these surge protectors here. And then I have my pictures that I got from Mixed Tiles. And I got that galvanized E from Hobby Lobby. And then the Eliza sign, which now it is completely crooked because I had to move my bed over to fit the little dresser thing. So now it's not centered at all, which is wild. And then I have the EH. I got those initials from Hobby Lobby as well. The hexagons from Hobby Lobby. Yeah, y'all, I love Hobby Lobby. And then I have books inside of it. And then up there, I got those two shelves from IKEA. And those are actually floating shelves, and they're hanging on with like brackets. And then, of course, I have all my African American novels over there. So some of those are historical nonfiction, historical fiction, science fiction, which is Octavia Butler. And then I have some Zora Neale Hurston, some James Baldwin. And then at top, I got some Ayanna Gray, some Tracy Dion. So yeah, I just ended up putting books there. And then I have my vlogging camera that I never use because I don't even know how to use it. And then the battery goes dead really fast. So if anyone have a, I don't know, suggestion on like a really good vlogging camera, please let me know, because I just want a camera where I don't have to like put the lenses on. I just want a camera where I could just pop it out the thing and then cut record, and then it records. So I am going to show y'all now the lights, because I know someone asked about the lights. They are string lights that I got from Amazon. I only paid like $16 for them. They're like 66 feet. So if y'all see that long string and like that thing over there, is because I have like the rest in that wheel. So I pretty much use the string lights at night when I want to journal in bed. And then I just plug them up like this. And then they just look like this. And they look so pretty at night. And y'all gonna have to excuse my bed. My bed is the only thing that doesn't match the room. And that's because they didn't return my black and gray spread that I had on the bed before. So when I cut off the lights, this is how it looks. Like literally, if I wanted to like journal in the dark, I could literally journal in the dark because it has that much lighting. So I absolutely Just love my room. And I know some people may be like, oh, your room looks so kitty, but I don't know. It's my vibe. I love it. I don't need a lot of space, which is why I actually don't have a house because, like, seriously, what would I do with a house? Because when I say I'm a minimalist, there would be nothing in my house. It would be nothing in my house at all. Everything would literally just be in my room, just like this. So, yeah. So, if you stay to the end of the video, put a book emoji or a green heart in the comments because I'm actually posting this on both of my channels. So, like I said, that is pretty much like my little cubicle of a room. I don't know. I always joke about my room. I just call it a dorm room. It's literally like a dorm room style. But anyway, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave in the comments what you liked about today's video. Make sure you let me know what you're actually reading, or let me know what you're actually journaling, because like I just said, I'm posting this on both of my channels. But anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. Bye.